Right. Yes. So we proceed to the question of structured question, which is June 2018. All right. So in this question, we go through first, right? Papan Berhad has more than 32 years experience producing sports and fitness product, and currently employed approximately 30,000 employees all over Peninsular Malaysia. Right. So Papan Berhad mission is to continuously innovate, design, and develop product for ultimate performance. Okay. So nothing like the first paragraph is just introduction. Okay, on 1st of January 2016. All right, so this is the date, the first date that the question give you. 1st of January 2016, Papan purchased a customer list. All right, so now the word is purchase customer list, from one of his competitor at the cost of 350,000 to increase sales for the next 5 years. All right, okay. So next, Papan Berhad was inspired to bring innovation in the sports and fitness industry on 1st of January 2017, Papan Berhad has set up a research and development center to identify psychological needs for athletes. In order to understand the needs for consumer on footwear, RDC collaborate with University in Malaysia to distribute a survey. So the word is distribute a survey. What is this? Research process, distribute a survey, right? Questionnaire to all athletes in Malaysia. The cost is 150,000. Okay. Right. So based on the information gathered from the survey, the designers work innovatively to develop BF free, a new sport shoes designed to duplicate barefoot running. The designers made array of analytical tools, including virtually predicting variation of muscular sensor, pressure platform, and thermal imaging device. Alright, never mind. So this one is all the technical terms mentioned by the question. Okay, never mind. So we just proceed. In 2017, you can see here, January until February, undertakes a biomechanic project to identify the process and impact of running barefoot on the grass. Okay, next is develop prototype using material that can replicate the usage and impact of barefoot. Next, select athlete and request to test the product by running 10 kilometers per day and using a new developed product. Okay, September until November. Okay, the word here, researcher found slightly improvement in the control group. Registering a little more speed and little more coordination. Improvement were made to increase flexibility, leg prone to injury, and lead to better performance. All right. So the important words here is this: management is confident on the acceptance of the product to be sold. Okay. So the next one, launch BF free. BF3 is expected to have 10 years in market, so launch in December. Okay, so now we see the question. So the first question here, explain briefly criteria that need to be satisfied before expenditure can be capitalized as an intangible asset. All right, so this is basically the criteria. Criteria is basically identifiable, control, and future economic benefit. These three criteria. Right? So what is identifiable? Because the mark is 5. If you answer just like this, is not enough, right? So what is identifiable? Identifiable is capable of being separated or removed from entity and so license entered or exchange either individually or together with the related contract, asset, or liability. All right. So what is control? Control is present if the entity has power to obtain future economic benefit flowing from underlying resource and restrict others from having access from those benefits. And what is future economic benefit may arise from the sales of the product or service or cost saving or renting the asset. All right. Okay. So these three criteria for you to get a 5 mark, full mark. Right. So next bit. Discuss briefly whether Papan Berhad can adopt revaluation model for all its intangible asset. Okay, so now for us to answer this question, right, can adopt revaluation model or not? Okay, so this is basically the answer, right? You see the marks here is 5. You can choose only 5 out of this answer, right? So basically, can adopt revaluation model only if, okay, only if there is an active market for intangible asset. Revaluation will be made with such regularity at the end of the reporting period, and the carrying amount of the asset does not differ materially from its fair value. Okay, entire class of intangible asset must adopt revaluation model unless there is no active market for intangible asset. Therefore, fair value. Unless there is no active market for the intangible asset, we cannot follow the revaluation model, right? So the other one is fair value can be measured reliably. So this is the condition if the company want to adopt a revaluation model for its intangible asset. All right. So now next, explain the accounting treatment for the purchase customer list and how it would differ if it's internally generated by Papan Berhad. All right. So remember, if we purchase from outside customer list, we can make it intangible asset. If we personally internally develop, cannot. Right. So the cost of purchase customer list of 350,000. Okay, this one, the cost is 350,000 here, can be recognized as intangible asset according to MFRS138 and amortized over 5 years. The cost of the purchase customer list meet the criteria of identifiable, control, and future economic benefit. Right. What is the differ between internally and externally? So internally, if it is internally generated, 350,000 cannot be recognized as an intangible asset. It will be recognized as expenses in statement of profit or loss. Why? Because an internally generated customer list cannot be distinguished from the cost of developing a business as a whole. Right? We discussed in class already, right? So if we internally generated, we cannot separate it between it is intangible asset or it is just to expand the business, right? Okay. So next, explain the accounting treatment for the costs incurred in relation to research and development BF3 during the financial year 31st December 2017. In other words, in the table here, right, in the table year 2017. All right, so now we discuss from this perspective. Okay, so you see here, it just become confidence uh, on September to November only. Okay, therefore, for this discussion, the first part of this discussion is this one. Okay, survey, process to identify, develop, and everything here. The one that I highlight here. Okay. The cost incurred during the research phase, which is January till February, cannot be capitalized and should be written off as statement of profit or loss as expenses during the period. This is because the research phase is no uncertain about the future economic benefit. Okay, even though even though after February the development phase is continue, right? Start from March, right? But still cannot be capitalized until August 2017. Now, why? Because it does not meet the criteria. So total of 400,000. How to get this 400,000? 150 plus 50 plus 100 plus 100. 150 plus 50 plus 100 plus 100 should be written off as expenses as for the year it's incurred. All right. What about the other part of 2017? So this part, September, November, and December. Okay. So for this part, capitalization can be capitalization. It starts from September 2017. All right. So why? Because the management is confident on the acceptance. All right. So how much is the cost? The cost is 130,000. How to get? 100,000 and 30,000. Okay. 100,000 and 30,000. All right, 130,000 need to be capitalized in the statement of financial position and amortized based on 10 years, 10 years once the product has been launched. All right, so that's all for this question.